What are you on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. For some reason, I cut my own self off. There we go.
Everybody always asks where you're streaming.
Always on TikTok.
I guess they don't like my stream. They want to change the channel.
Huh.
I don't know. All right.
Oh.
Scottsdale.
Dum dum dum. All right. So have you played any more with the Mevo Gen 2?
I have not. I did a video on the chipping and putting. Kind of thought that it was. It's hard for me to say if it was an improvement or not over the Mevo Plus because I really didn't putt with the Mevo Plus ever.
I did one time.
Basically, the short version was that it did okay on reading things until we got inside 10 feet. And then we started to have some trouble. So.
Oh yeah, I got to do a phone call at 12 o'clock today, by the way. Well, look at you just coming right out of the gate. Can we just skip my drive and take yours?
No, we got to watch you.
Okay.
A lot of people were saying that my video with the Mevo Plus or the Mevo Gen 2, like it was too dark in my garage, but it looked a lot darker just because of the exposure from the camera. I had it turned down so like people could see the screen.
Yeah.
But I do have an extra overhead light that I did not have turned on, which I could have experimented with. But 90.
I tell you what, so I've been doing this about every day for about 45 minutes. I've only missed like 2 days in the last 2 weeks. And I got to say, bud, I'm feeling it.
What have you been doing?
Just the live streaming and just kind of just answering questions.
Every day.
Every day. I've only missed 2 days in the last 2 weeks. And I can tell you, I feel 42.
Hopefully I get away with that.
You did. Oh! In the hole and back out. Left. Oh.
I didn't know what you meant by you were feeling it.
Yeah,
now I
like my
got it.
body's like, I mean, there was a time I was in shape, but like now I'm not, and I can feel the daily hour workout. Because I play pretty fast, so I hit probably, I bet I'm hitting the ball every 5 to 10 seconds while I'm playing. So like for an hour, that's a lot of golf balls.
Yeah. You got to stretch, warm up before.
Yeah, I need to. Well, that and like I've noticed that my arms don't want to move right, and like I can feel when I'm coming down to impact the ball, my arms are not and my hands are not in where they're normally at. And there's just no way of like. It's not that I don't even know what to do to put them right because they're just not moving yet. See, there we go. That was, let's see what that read. Yeah, the total spin on that ball was 900. Best launch monitor under 2,000 pounds. You're going to make me do that conversion? What is that? Is that 1? Isn't it about half?
160.
I'm golfing. You do that conversion. Not you, but Hayden can figure up that. I don't know what the conversion is. It's either it's either half or double, something like that. Unless I'm thinking, no, Canadian maybe? I don't remember.
Oh my gosh. That looked like real life there.
Me? Looked like me is what it looked like. You can say it. It's okay. 2,000. Under 2,000? Ooh. Honestly, the best one under 2,000 to $2,800 is 2,000 pounds, something like that. Okay. So my answer for best launch monitor under 2,000, I'm going to say the Square. Do you agree or disagree?
That's a tough number because
because there's nothing there.
Yeah.
There's nothing to.
You get to 3,000, you can make a big difference, or you can go down to 1,000 and get a Square.
Bunker to bunker. Oh, we're out.
You know, I don't know what the current price is. It's a little bit more, but maybe the Eye Mini Lite.
Yeah. Now, isn't there
2,500 maybe?
So the Eye Mini Lite, the SkyTrack Plus, yeah, but it's not in my opinion, that's not the best. It's not a bad launch monitor, but you're going to get stuck with paying a lot of extra money for courses that aren't that fun to play. But I don't. Isn't there a version of a Bushnell or something that's like just ball data that's like 1,800 now?
Oh, that's right. The LPI.
The OPI is what it's called?
LPI. Like Launch Pro Eye.
Oh, LPI. Gotcha. Yeah, the Square, that's what I'm using right now. That's what I've been testing over the last week. And I've only had a couple weird reads, and they've all been with driver. So I don't know if... Now, saying that, this might sound stupid. I still have the plastic protected little peel-away thing on the front of this thing. So that could be the problem. I just didn't take it off because I noticed it was reading just fine. And, yeah, it was definitely too short. And so, yeah, I just left it on there. So maybe that's the problem with the driver I'm having. But it's not every drive. It's only been like 3 ever.
Now, a couple things about the Launch Pro Eye. The Launch Pro used to only be available in the U.S., so I don't know if it's the same thing there. Sounds like he's in the U.K.
That makes sense.
So that might not be an option. And even if it is, there will be an additional subscription annually.
We got flagged on TikTok.
For what?
Unoriginal content.
How?
That's exactly my opinion or question. How? I was reading Dylan's question. The opinion on the GC3. So Austin, a whole setup for most people is going to be around 4,000 to 6,000, and then you can jump up a whole lot from there. You can do it for less even if you want to get creative. But about 4 to 6 is where most people's going to fall, or where most people can fall, I should say.
Get in there. Oh man.
Depending on the launch monitor, it could jump up a whole lot. Could double just because of the launch monitor. Opinion on the GC3. What's your opinion on the GC3?
GC3, if you want a portable launch monitor, it's every bit as accurate and reliable as a GCQuad, just with less data.
Yeah.
So I would highly recommend it if you do think you're going to be going outdoors. Most people think they are, and then they never do it.
Right. That's what I've noticed too. That was my plan too, and I've never done it.
But overall, it's got to be one of the best in terms of.
Yeah, Hayden, you can flip it. You can flip the Square back and forth if you had to. But since you threw that little nugget in there that one's left and one's right-handed, I mean, if you're not going to putt, you might want to go with Mevo Gen 2.
Hang on.
Just so you don't have to move it, because that will be annoying. Nope, too much. All right. All right. Oh, I missed the question on projector. Hold on then. Wait a minute. Yeah, the putting is going to be better on the square on any camera-based launch monitor. So that's So if you're wanting to putt, then yeah, if you mark the floor when you use the square and actually just pick it up and put it down in the a marked spot, so you don't have to think about it too much. That'll probably be easier to do for you. It won't be that bad of a pain. So best projector under 2,000. So I would say there's a couple. So if you're, it's somewhat of a trick question, because if your projector is being mounted in the center of your screen, that's one answer. If your projector cannot be mounted in the center of your screen due to your room setup, that's a different answer. So I would say
no. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a short throw no matter what I recommend. But the problem is are you mounting it in the center of your screen? Like if your screen's a 10-foot wide screen, are you putting the projector at 5 foot? Or are you putting the screen's 10-foot wide, but your room's only 10 foot wide, so you have to put the projector somewhere else? You can't put it there because you'll hit it with your backswing. I'm laying up, by the way.
Good idea.
I pushed it out to the right. I thought I had a lot more room. Whatever.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's okay. We're good. We laid up either way.
Oh, man.
10-foot wide, big garage setup. Okay, so you have plenty of room behind you then. So, yeah, you should be able to mount it in the middle of your screen. So, my answer to your question would be, let me open up a new window here and see what this model number's called. I mean, really, there's a ViewSonic that's available on Amazon. That's only $570. That's 4,000 lumens, and it'll work just fine for you. I've installed them on two installs, and it is the ViewSonic PS502W. If you go over to rocksforgolf.com at the very top and click on the build my or golf sim builder, or I don't know what I called it, and just click next until you get to the page of projectors. You'll see a projector there. Just add that to your cart, and at the end, when you get to the end of it, it'll give you the link to where you can buy that projector. Now, the next one up from that. Well, that didn't work. Yeah, we're hurting today.
Struggling.
Yeah. The other one would be I'm using the AH500 ST, and it's $2,000. So, but it has less lumens than this ViewSonic does. But the ViewSonic is probably has a bulb in it, if I'm willing to bet. The TK710 ST. Hold on.
It's hard to answer because everybody needs different features.
Right, yeah. You can't just say, what's the best projector?
Just off the top of my head, because I was just talking about it, if you want 4K, the TK710 is a really nice...
That's what this guy just said he's been looking at.
Yeah.
So let me see what that comes out to, what that one is. I'm pretty sure I have that in my builder.
I want to say it was around 1,500.
Oh, is it?
I could be wrong.
That's good for a 4K. 21.
I was way off.
Well, 22 with the $21.99 is what it is.
Yeah, way off.
But yes, if you're wanting 4K, you could do that. But yeah, you can honestly just get that View Sonic off Amazon. And I've done 2 installs personally using that one, and I've had 1 or 2 more guys get that same one for their setup, and it's fine. Oh, this is going to be bad. I feel it already. No, don't have to be vague. Ask as many questions as you want. If you want to, text me on the website and ask me as much as you. I mean, my phone number's on the website. Feel free to text me as much as you want. That was supposed to fade.
I don't know if either one of us are feeling it today.
I can tell you, I can't. Like I'm not even close to like feeling like I can swing a golf club right now. I got to break through the soreness, and I'm still in the middle of just like aching. But yeah, Rivers, if you want to get a hold of me, just shoot me a message and we'll walk through the whole thing together. I don't charge for it, but we'll go through your whole setup and how much space you have and what you need and what not to do and what you can do. And that looks all right. That ain't a bad putt. Good distance there.
Not bad either.
No, I'm okay with that. But yeah, so I haven't had any problems with the square with putting.
Yeah.
I've seen some pictures online where people have hit it with a golf ball. And I've had a cousin of mine that just bought one for him and his son, and he said he's already hit it 3 times. I don't know how you do that. I mean, I guess physically it's possible, but like that's like a straight 80-degree angle you'd have to launch that thing at. Maybe 75.
That's out of here.
Yeah, you're in some dude's backyard. Oh, here we go. I probably have to go back in. I think they took me off of TikTok where they don't let anybody find it anymore. Nope, I'm over there with you, buddy. My left elbow just said, "Nah, we're not going to do what we're supposed to."
This is not looking good. That's a scramble.
You want the 418 or the 418? I'm going to use mine just so I feel better about myself.
All right.
All right, I'm going to cancel this live here and go back in because, yeah, they flagged us for being unoriginal content. I don't know what they picked up on that they thought it was unoriginal. But maybe it's you. Maybe they thought I was playing a video of Friendly Golfer.
Yeah, I reported you.
All right, we'll go back in here.
All right.
All right. All right, so I reconnected, so now we'll see if we get flagged again. I don't know what it would have been.
Same thing.
Yeah. All right, I'll do something different for us here.
The cart path, out of bounds twice.
It's okay.
That's where I just go home.
It's all right. In 2 months, we'll never remember this. I'm going to hit a draw then, just because of that.
A long time.
Oh, yeah. I didn't go left or right. That was the plan.
All right.
Hey, we're 200 or 418. We're going to go 200 through the trees. I'm just going to blast a 5-wood. It's going to be bad. It's going to go right through these trees.
1,
We're downhill 9 degrees.
Yeah, we got nothing here.
No. It's got to be a par 5, though, right? No, maybe not.
Well, I'm going to put one out there that hopefully doesn't, or at least advances us. You can hit.
I think this shot's for par, buddy.
Do what?
I think this shot's for par. It says 4th. Yeah. Unless this is a par 5, and this is for birdie.
Oh, I got through.
Hey,
I got through.
you got through. Lost a lot of spin. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing. See if we get lucky.
Got through.
Kinda.
Yeah.
She flew weird though. Oh. My arms feel like I've been beat with a stick. How old are you? 24?
38.
38. Oh, you're a youngin'. So you would have been born in 86? No, 7?
Yeah.
Wow.
43, 40 yards.
That was me. That was dumb. I don't know why I felt like I had to hit it easy. Oh. 87. So yeah, you still remember the good stuff from the 90s, I'm sure, right? You got to have a little bit of.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It was a much better time.
Yeah. What I watched the other day, it was someone said that if Back to the Future was filmed today, it's like going back to 1998 or something. Like when they went back to 1995 or 85. Shoot, 55, I mean.
What, Back to the Future?
Yeah, when Back to the Future was in the 80s, they went back 30 years, would have been the 50s.
Yeah.
The same thing now would be the mid-90s.
Howdy, fat kid. Just in time for some rough golf.
Real rough.
Oh, there we go. What is it to save double bogey?
I made that for a double bogey with 2 guys scrambling. That's bad.
Spoke too soon. It's turning around.
We're turning around all right. Oh, God.
Where is my tee? All right.
All right. I guess anybody that's just tuning in, I'm playing with the friendly golfer, Bobby from YouTube. He knows way more stuff than I do. If you want to get a hold of him, and he makes videos more on things that I wish I had the time to do. So make sure you go check him out. Go, 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 bounce, bounce. All right.
Mike is quiet. Maybe I was just being quiet. Oh, no. Whoops.
Well, your lie's probably better than mine.
How about
Yeah,
now?
you got more room.
What happened? All my settings for my microphone disappeared.
I can hear you fine.
It might have just be for the stream. Let's see. How'd that happen? Ooh. All right. Should be better now. I don't know how that happened because it was right before we started. Okay.
So speaking of the 80s, do you remember yesterday as I was working, I threw on some YouTube movie review stuff from some guy that just talks about like movies from the 80s and 90s and stuff. And he did Monster Squad. Do you remember Monster Squad?
Remember who?
Monster Squad, the movie Monster Squad.
No.
What?
No.
All right. You got to go watch Monster Squad. It's like Goonies, but with monsters. So if somebody, Eric, if you're listening to me and you've seen Monster Squad, let me know. It can't just be me. It's a great movie. I mean, it's not great. Like, it ain't going to win anything, but
It was great to you.
it was great to me and anybody that was born around my time. Go! Come on, somebody's seen Monster Squad.
I don't know what
Pretty
kind
sure
of
it's on
stuff you were
Tubi.
watching back then.
No, it was a great one. It's like a group of kids, like Dracula comes back and he brings back like Frankenstein, the Mummy, the Wolfman, and all those guys. And these group of kids, like the Goonies, got to fight back against. I'm telling you, somebody knows. Somebody will pop in here and say, "Yeah, you're right. That was a great movie."
Yeah, no one on my side knows either.
You are all. There ain't no way.
Go in. There we go.
Going back down. Come on. All right. Got more people in here now. Who's seen the Monster Squad? The movie from the 80s. I think 87 or 86, something like that. You'll have to look it up. Pretty sure it's on Tubi, though.
This is my longest iron is a 5-iron, but I don't ever use it. Like ever.
I'm hitting what is this? This would be, what would 19 degrees be? Is that like in between a 4 and a 5? Or a 4? That's a 4.
More like a 5? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a 4. But I'm a hybrid here. I'm going hybrid. Easy swing hybrid. Because I don't think I can hit with this swing I got going on.
Hang on.
Hit right somehow.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I tried to do, but hooked it.
That was a little chunky. We'll take it, though. Actually, it's probably good that it was chunky.
All right.
All right, if you're in here and you've seen Monster Squad, the movie from the 80s, somebody tell me I'm not crazy, that this movie existed. Don't all jump in at once.
Straighten out.
All right, how much room do you need to have a putting simulator and a ball striking simulator so you can play? Well, that's a weird question. Okay. I'm guessing when you say putting simulator, you're talking about something like, what's the one called from starts with an E?
Like the X-Putt?
X-Putt. Are you talking X-Putt, or are you just talking about like a simulator that you can also putt on? So Garrett, clarify that, and I will have a better answer for you. But if you're talking about like two separate locations where you do two separate things, like what's that overhead putting thing called? Putt View or something? The one that's like 50 grand? The one that does the projector and all that?
Oh, yeah, Putt View?
Putt View, yeah. You mean something like that and play? Or do you mean just like, hey, I want to play golf and putt in the same spot?
Hang on.
Look at you. I've heard there are can't talk. I heard there are realistic putting simulators where the ground changes. Yeah, that exists, but I'm willing to bet you're over 30 grand just for that feature.
I believe the Putt View.
Yeah, the Putt View, I think it starts at like 30 grand for the small unit.
Yeah, and that's the only one that will integrate with a simulator.
I don't know,
Foresight.
does it? Through Foresight? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
There is some kind of integration. I saw it at the PGA show. Basically, it's like when you get within the distance that you have real life, it will like put a simulated putt down in front of you with like the lasers and stuff.
Yeah. So you're looking for something like that. You're probably looking at how much space you need. I mean, you're going to need probably a 16 by 40 or 16 by something like 20 by 40, 20 by something. I mean, if you're wanting other people in the room with you. Because I'm looking at 16 by 30 something, and I guess I could do it, but I wouldn't really want. So, yeah, 35. 16 by 35, and you're probably looking at about 50 some grand, if not more.
Flying Fat Kid asked how we pick courses to play.
We don't. We were just. What do you have? What do you have?
We just wing it.
Yeah, we wing it. But I'd take suggestions if anybody wants to make a suggestion for next week.
Oh my God.
I'm contagious. How many different courses can you play? So on this software that we're using here, because there's different softwares, this one we can play about 1,800 courses. Oh, I'm going to try to hit a draw, but everything in my body says don't even try to swing like that. Left. Do you just need a projector and a PC and a launch monitor? The square launch monitor is indoor, but only you can drive and putt with it. Hold on, let me reread that. So yeah, right. Today I'm still using the square. Yeah, that's what I'm using right now is a square. So cheap launch monitor would be the square. Yeah. So what you really need is just a launch monitor, a mat, and a net, and some sort of like iPad or iPhone, something like that. So that's all you need. Everything on top of that. No, there's putting. You just like hold on, Garrett. You're about ready to see. Well, not now because he's in the gimme circle. So you can turn putting on and off if you want to. Right now we have that big white circle out there. Anything inside of that we don't have to putt. But you stick around, you'll see us putt on this next hole. But we're just so good that we don't have to putt most of the time. Now we're playing scramble mode, so that's why we're not putting right now. But we'll try to show you putting on this next one. So, Bobby, if you can try to not put one in the gimme circle, I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
I'll try my hardest, I promise.
Deal. We got a
So, yeah.
suggestion of windswept dunes. Course suggestion. Have you heard of that?
Windswept dunes?
Yeah.
No, but it sounds sandy.
And windy.
All right, Garrett. So when we get to the end of this hole, we'll try to do our best to try to leave the putt. I can't promise you that one of us won't hit a bad shot that will still end up in that circle, though. We've done it a few times. All right, this ball's teed down pretty low. So. That sucked. No, maybe not. Kick left. Give me a fairway. Of course not.
I don't know where my tee went.
All right, 145. So Garrett, while he's hitting, I'll give you a little bit of a class of what we're doing. So the software we're using is called GCQuad. All that is the game part itself. So our launch monitors, so I'm in Ohio, Bobby's in Texas. He's using a launch monitor that costs around $6,500 and it's ceiling mounted. I'm using a launch monitor that costs around $700 and it sets down here on the floor that you probably can't see in that video. Hold on, let me show you. See that little, oh, you can't see it. Hold on. Let me move my image so you can see. See that little black box right there? Right behind, there you go. See it now? That's what's watching the lawn. That's what's watching the golf ball for me. And it's taking that ball data that it's getting from, so when we hit the golf ball, it takes a whole bunch of pictures. It looks at dots on the golf ball and it figures out what the ball would have done. And it sends that data into GCQuad. And GCQuad takes it and says, okay, we'll make the ball do what your launch monitor said that it did. And then it's up to us to figure out what kind of shot we want to hit. Like right now, I'll try to hit like this kind of fade thing. Pulled it. See? Told you. But Bobby's on the green since we're playing Scramble, so that shot won't matter. And now I'm just going to choose which ball we're going to use. We're going to use, not mine, Bobby's. There we go. So now we just putt. You see those little balls that are moving on the screen? Imagine if you poured a bucket of water on the green. That's where all the water would run. That lets us see the undulations of the green, so we know the balls are moving that way. That way. So this is downhill. The balls are moving from right to left. So the faster they move, the more of a steep angle it is. So this ball's like 23 foot out, and we're going to be putting like 6 to 8 inches to the right, maybe something like that. And Bobby's putting right now. There he goes. And I'll show you how to do it and actually make it though. That's probably too soft. Yeah, and it was. So that's how all this works. And now we're on the next hole. Same thing. Same thing happens again. Now, if we wanted to, we could play against each other, but we mostly just do this to help people like you that just have questions, and to get together once in a week and chat about whatever's going on in the new launch monitors or golf sim products that are out there or whatever. And then I help people that want to build their own. We get together and talk about what will work for you and how much it costs and what to get and what not to get and all that fun stuff. Wayne, how much? Most people can build a sim between $4,000 and $6,000 for everything brand new. You can do it for less if you get creative. You can buy a better launch monitor and do it for double or more. But most people, it's about 4 to 6. But you can do it for $700. You won't do as much. Does it pay to pay more? Well, all right. So the good thing about golf simulator products, I should say, in general, is the only thing that really changes a lot that you need would be the launch monitor. The enclosure doesn't really matter. The screen it can help and it matters a little bit, but it's not like a big deal breaker if you have to buy a lower quality screen versus a higher quality screen. Matte, you don't have to have. You don't have. Oh, that's fairway. That's driving range.
Hey, that's going to be.
Hey, go. All right.
That'll be pretty good.
So here's a great example. I'm in the fairway. Oh, you're in the. You want mine then? Yeah.
Yours.
Yeah. Okay. So here's a great example. So my screen and my enclosure and my mat and this projector and that launch monitor, everything that I'm using with the computer is probably somewhere around 6,000. Now, if I get rid of that launch monitor and turn on the one on the ceiling and then tell you how much everything costs, it's about 12,000 because that is $7,000 and that is only $700. But the difference in this whole setup is only that one item switching out. Now, does it matter to jump up? Yeah, you'll get a little bit more confident information with certain launch monitors, but not necessarily by how much you spent. Because, for example, that is $700, and if I had to put that up against the Mevo Plus, which is $20 or $1,800 now or something like that, I'd probably believe the Square more than the Mevo Plus. What's your thoughts on that statement, Bobby?
Two different things. If you're talking about playing indoors golf simulator like we're talking about,
yeah,
Square is probably going to do better. The putting is,
exactly.
Far better. And putting, even though a lot of people say it's not fun, it is fun if it works well.
Push.
Mevo Plus, because it's radar, I feel like it is a better driving range tool. And there's a lot of data that you can get with the Pro package and everything.
Yep.
But it's far better as a practice, driving range outdoor.
Yeah, driving range launch monitor. But you can take that same launch monitor that you take to the driving range and use it at home, but your data is going to be not as great because it works off of radar and it's only watching the ball for like 10 feet if you're lucky for most people. And it does a good job, but any camera-based system is going to do way better, and that's what the one down here is. So if you're just going to play at home and home alone, then just the Square is really all you need.
Go in.
Oh, but yeah, so not necessarily paying more gives you better quality. You'd like to think so, but in generally speaking, if you stay in the same category and spend more, like if you go camera-based and you spend more on one camera-based than another camera-based, there's a good chance the more expensive one's going to be a little better. But if you switch between radar and camera, well, first off, I don't know any radar that's better than the cheapest camera, really. But Garrett, if you go to this link that's right here, therockstargolf.com/GSW, there's a half-hour video there of me explaining how this stuff works and what you need. And if you have questions, you're more than welcome to reach out. You can watch that video, and then you can even schedule a phone call, which I have to take a phone call in 8 minutes for a guy that scheduled yesterday. Hit the wood and kick right. Somehow. No. All right, so the simulator that I'm using is... All right, I guess I'll drop it here. Why does it matter? There we go. The simulator that I'm using is the Square. I've been testing the Square for 5 days. I normally use a Uneekor QED, and Bobby is over there. That's Bobby on that side. Bobby's using a ProTee X, I believe, unless he switched out on me and didn't tell me.
No, I am.
ProTee X from Bobby. So the difference between our launch monitors is $5,700. And we're both doing the exact same thing. And when you play as bad as we are right now, it doesn't matter what launch monitor you use.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're still one over. And,
yeah, we're pretty bad.
And currently in the trees.
So we could have a Garmin R10 right now, and it wouldn't matter. In fact, we'd probably do better with the Garmin R10. Well, you went right at it.
Oh, wow.
You got there almost.
That took a lot more off of it than I thought.
5.
For just being rough. Unless I hit the trees. Didn't seem like it.
I got through just fine. My square isn't working. Think your room is too dark? That's probably not it, bud. Sorry. No, you do not have to have a spotlight on the ball. So the square has IR cameras built in. You can be in complete pitch black and it'll work just fine. So the chances if your square is not working, what I've seen, people not have the ball far back as it's supposed to be. I've had people put it right in front of the square and wonder why it won't read. So if you put it back farther, it almost needs to be, put it this way. So if you drop a clock down right in the middle of, right out in front of the square, and the square is setting at 3 o'clock, your golf ball gets put at about 7 o'clock, almost 6, somewhere in there. I've had people try to put it like straight in front of it at like 9 o'clock, and that's not how they work. But you do not need a spotlight at all. Or you have a whole bunch of white stuff behind you that's causing it to get lost in the... I can't chip. All right, let's see what we got. This might be my last hole before I go take this phone call. We'll see. But no, you shouldn't need a... Okay, no, it'll pick up the ball, but it reads ball speed really bad and says every club I hit was 50 to 60 yards. Yeah, that's a problem. So go to rockstargolf.com. My cell phone number's on there. Text me pictures of your setup of what you have and how everything looks. Show me like how you have the square setting. Show me what the square is looking at. Shoot me a picture of whatever you can. And I'll go over and look and see if there's something obvious. Nice putt.
Finally made a putt.
Oh, we can play this last hole. I got 4 minutes. We're good. We can do one more.
Hole.
But yeah, just shoot me a text with those pictures and I'll look at it and see. It might be something simple. My guess is it's probably something silly. It's probably something like your wall behind you is all white and it just has a problem finding the golf ball. Or maybe you're like stuck in like a putting mode or something. I've seen that happen before. I don't know which adapter you're using. The adapter I'm using is the original one from the beta version from the Square website, not the direct one from GCQuad. I've heard that one can be a little clunky, and I've not had any problems with this one connecting at all.
Didn't draw.
Which adapter did you use for the Square during your testing? You remember?
I don't. I haven't used it in a while.
Oh my God, I suck. I can tell you, as soon as like the feeling in my arms and legs, I feel like I ran a marathon. And I haven't done anything but golf.
Up 11. All right.
Got a Garmin R10 and haven't got GCQuad, just got the score a couple days ago and can't get it to read connect. All right, yeah, reach out to me. Okay, so TJ, if you have a Garmin R10 and every time you hit a 7-iron it goes over the net, you need to scoot closer to the net.
Go in.
Look at me today.
Is that two chip ins?
That's 2 chip ins and a putt today.
To just get us back to even.
Well, the Garmin's going to want, 7 foot, it's going to want more than 7 to be accurate. But if you're hitting a 7 iron, how tall is this net, man? Because the 7 iron should only launch around like 19 degrees. So if you're launching a 7 iron higher than, let's say you got a set of clubs with an older launch or a older loft, you shouldn't be any more than 20. So my guess is you're hitting the ball with a kind of an upward, you're trying to lift the ball in the air.
Even still, with a 7 iron,
Yeah, that's a lot. Like, I don't know if I could, yeah, that's a lot. So KD, I'm using the square right now, and Bobby is using the ProTee VX. Yeah, you'll definitely see it with a 9 iron. A 9 iron is going to see what pitching wedge is around 28, I think, right? Is that what it is? Well, tour average anyway. Let's see. Obviously, we're not pros, but generally speaking, my numbers are similar to the launch of this. So yeah, pitching wedge launch is 23.7. A 7 iron is 16 actually, so it's not even 19. So 16 is pro average for a 7 iron. Bobby, are you up right now, right?
Oh, I thought we were done.
No, I'm done. But can you hit a 7 iron and see what your launch angle is?
Oh yeah.
For just comparisons here. Carry something with a roof on it. Yeah, you could use an enclosure, man. Reach out to me, shoot me a message. Go to Rockstar Golf and send me a text, and we'll talk about your options today. So Bobby's going to hit a 7 iron, and he'll decide if he hit it good or not. Do you feel confident with that one?
That was not a good shot, but 16.8.
Yeah, so your launch was 16.8.
I don't think it's going
to
change much.
I'll hit a 7 iron and see what my launch is. But here's the thing. I'm going to use a traditional loft club. So this is a traditional loft, meaning it's probably got more launch or more loft than what Bobby's has. I pushed it a little bit. It launched at 20. So yeah. And this one's like 30 years old. So this launch this is probably like what a 8 iron is today. So if you're launching that high, my guess is you're lifting the ball up in the air and not actually compressing the ball.
Or you have like a 3 foot tall net.
Yeah, you have a mat that's like really fluffy.
No, a net, 3 foot tall net.
Or a real low net, yeah. But I guess your mat could be really fluffy too, and you're hitting the top of the club face. So it's like launching kind of more high. So yeah, we're using GS Pro right now for the square. Let's see. All right, I got to call this fella. Yeah.
All right.
I'll get back with you, bud. We did not do well today.
Better luck next week.
No. Yep. Bigger net probably is what you need, man. But send me pictures. Send me pictures of what you have, and I can look at it and say, oh, maybe it's because of this or that. If you're using like a hockey net or something, yeah, that's your problem. You need something that's going to be like, most nets are a good 8 foot tall, I would say, right? 7, 8 foot at least.
Yeah.
So if you're using something under that, and it's 6 tall. It's 6 foot's what he's using. So yeah, that's your problem.
Yeah, it's still
6
tough.
foot's a super small net.
Unless you're super close to it.
Unless you're super close, yeah. But with the Garmin, you're going to need some ball flight, and you're not going to get it at 6. Yeah, get a hold of me. I'll send you a link, and I'll show you what you can use and try to give you a cheap option that's not going to break the bank on you. All right, got to make a phone call.